The Social Networker episode 22. Plaxo is back in the personal address book game and out of the social networking game. See what changes they've made. Hey everybody, welcome. A little bit of dish now. Start adding some more video content in as promised. Wanted to show you something from Plaxo. They've actually sent me a bunch of information. They've updated their service. They are stepping out of the game of social networking and moving back into the address book, which is their core focus. I think Justin Miller, their chief executive officer, even said so that they're moving back in. So the problem is that your address books across multiple networks are now totally fragmented, different information, different phone numbers, different pictures, profiles, everything else. So what they've done is implemented a profile sync, a platinum plan, a whole bunch of things we'll talk about on the screen, a personal assistant. That's a suite of services now to go through address book management, security. Let's see what else they added in. The new mobile clients. So we're going to have a mobile app for the iPhone, the BlackBerry, coming soon for Android, Windows Mobile. They'll have e-cards. So you can get cards for like 50 plus occasions. That's going to be a free and paid. Platinum Sync, which is a two-way sync, real time across your stuff, the personal assistant, and then some pricing plans around all of it. Plus, of course, their free stuff they do already. So it's going to be complementary to your networks. So looking at the screen real quick, here's what they've done. They've give you right away some information about your syncs. Be sure to sync or import Facebook profile photo sync that they want you to set up and actually start integrating. And then if we scroll a little bit further down, you can get a free trial for their Platinum Sync. We'll talk about pricing in just a second. And right in the middle is the new personal assistant service. The other way they're supplementing this, I've noticed they've started adding more ads down in the bottom corner. So we'll start with the personal service. We'll say get started, $7 a month or $79 a year. I think they're going to get killed by this. That's a huge price compared to with Gist and some of the others. Even though Gist was picked up by BlackBerry, that pricing is going to be a little bit high for most people, even though it's trying to sync across. Like I said, Gist does this now, and they do it pretty much as a freemium service as well, but I don't think the cost is anywhere near it. Or you can go over the right here and go to the Platinum Sync, so you can save and try both for free, which is live two-way sync, access from any sync source, and all your other services. Now, one thing they are putting in that they say for free is in the press release I got is the cleaning of duplicate entries. So they call it the deduper. So it should go through and remove those that you had that were duplicates before. We're going to go back up to the top. I want to talk about the Facebook setup. Of course, it's going to ask us to log in and get the key, so we'll do that real quick. Once you're logged in, it's going to access your data, says at any time. Their terms of service, to access your data when you're not using it. Hopefully that's to keep everything in sync that it has together. So we'll go ahead and say allow. And we're in. So auto connect with friends on Facebook. I don't know if we want to do that right away. Import existing profile photos to your address book. That's a good one. Or replace existing. I'm going to let people choose what they already have in Plaxo. They may want to use a different personal one in Facebook versus the one in Plaxo, which is a little more address book. It was business oriented, but a little more there. Status. You can update your Plaxo status from your Facebook status, or update your Facebook status from Plaxo. You can go back and forth between the two. It's up to you if you want to do. And wall stories, you can actually show Facebook wall stories into different categories inside of here. So we'll save the settings. And we're done. So now it's in there. All the Facebook settings are in there. So now we should be getting in the background pictures that come back and start synchronizing. So let's look at syncing back up. The deduper says we have no duplicates in there. I can import contacts from other services, see people's birthdays that they say are there. And then the Plaxo for iPhone, they have an iPhone app, absolutely free. Back up your contacts and move them up, sync over the air and everything else. With your upgrades, the personal assistant. Personal assistants, what we just showed a few minutes ago, getting them in there. So what I like now is they're getting back to their address book roots. They see an emerging market of the disparity you have across the different address books and bringing it all together as one. If we go into our address books themselves, these are people that you should have connected to overall. With the sync tools, 30 days free. Outlook Sync, Google Sync, e-cards, everything else you want to know, and customer support. Let's look at Wayne Sutton, just because I like picking on him today. So we find all the different email addresses out there for Wayne that are out there. We can actually highlight one of them if we want to and manipulate him into a group. So I can put him in favorites, create a new group, which I don't have any groups at all. As you can see, I've been doing this, and I can also merge contacts together, which is a way to do it. I like the way that works. So we should be able to merge all these together. So all Wayne's information down the side. So we'll go ahead and merge these all together, make one giant contact out of it all, remove any duplicates that might be existing that are out there as well. It doesn't make sense to have the same one in there over and over and over again, because he lists them, maybe his home, as work, as mobile, whatever he lists numbers as and everything else, which we'll block out for Wayne's privacy that's out there, and go ahead and get all this together. So this is the way it's going to work. So like I said, much like gist and putting things together. Interestingly enough, it said I didn't have duplicates, but yet when I went through the service, I found duplicates. That was very strange. And now that I've merged them together, I'm not seeing his photo that he had in there before. So merge your remaining 17 using the deduper. So what I'm finding is a little bit of disparity, I guess, as they build the product. A couple issues I've already had. They merge all exact matches, remove 14 duplicates from the address book, then they'll walk through the remaining to want to know exactly who they are and what you want to do. There's 2 duplicates that sit over here on the side. I'm not exactly sure how all these are going to work or what it's going to change if I do it, mainly with things like birthdays and the other. So I'm going to walk through these before I merge them all, and later on come back and let you know how this goes. But otherwise, welcome to your new Plaxo service and what they see as their future.